Welcome to the Fame. I'm your host, Tony Banks. As you can tell, we take our pre-production meetings very seriously.
Hey guys, co-host my game. I'm going to destroy you.
Whatever, dude.
I'm just saying I wish our special guest, Nugent, was here because we would dominate you guys.
And our other special guest, Ron Lester from Varsity Blues, could probably kick all our butts. The Fame starts right now.
The Fame. More than just the game. Tony, Lindsay, George, and Dwayne. Big names, fun and games, never the same. Welcome to The Fame.
Welcome everyone to the Rustic. Thanks for coming out today for the show The Fame. Now I'd like to welcome my co-host, Mr. Do Everything for the Cowboys, Dwayne Harris. Welcome into the house. Yeah. Representing the Rockies. I don't think the Rockies in the playoffs though, are they? Rockies in the playoffs?
No, they're not.
You just like the color?
I do.
Yeah. It's all about fashion for you.
Always.
Tell me what you thought the key was in overtime.
They got the ball first, so the key was us playing good defense, try to get the ball back, and scoring or getting the field goal.
If you're the young coach, say you're Bill O'Brien right now, right? The head coach of the Texans, and that overtime, that 4th and 2 on the 48, do you go for it?
Yeah, I'm going for it.
You're going for it, right? It's like Madden for us, right? We go for it on Madden.
Definitely got to go for it.
It's just a joystick. It's just a joystick. Now, we see that they're incorporating you a lot in the offense, right? You're getting to run some of them jet sweeps because of your run after catch ability, your punt return ability. What's your favorite part of getting your hands on the ball right now? Do you relish the return game, or can you not wait to get that jet sweep? What you're averaging, about 9 yards a carry, aren't you?
Definitely. I'm averaging about 9 yards a carry. Anytime I get the ball, I'm cherishing it. I just like the ball in my hand at all times, like any offensive player. So, whenever I can get it, I just try to make something happen.
These dang receivers, right? Just like Keyshawn Johnson, just give me the damn ball, right? No matter how you give it to me, give me the damn ball.
That's exactly right.
Now, you guys are winning these games in the ultimate team sport, in the ultimate team way, right? Really, I mean, what is the defense? Something like since the first half of the San Francisco game in week 1, giving up something like 70 points in the last, 12, 14 quarters?
Yeah, defense is looking amazing. Even with the injuries we had, Bruce Carter went down, they got the young guys stepping up, and it's amazing.
And the defense has been the underdog of the Cowboys this year, right? Nobody expected them to be able to get the stops they're getting right now. Rod Marinelli, I tell you what, I saw him on 3rd and 18, call that a prevent first down defense, and it caused a delay a game with the Harvard League, Ivy League quarterback over there with the Texans. So I know when it caused me to get a delay a game, where you had everybody basically except for the 3 down linemen at safety depth. Is that something you guys have seen in practice? Because that is a new look. I guarantee you there's other defense coordinators going to try to steal that one.
That's something we do a situational football. We practice it, so we don't really see it a lot, but when we do situational football, we definitely see it. And for me, I'm scared every time they get into that because I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, there's no play calls for 3rd and 15 anyways in the playbook. You hope you can get it. But we're going to do a little something different today. We're going to invite our insider, Lindsay Cash, to come talk a little football with us. She's got the inside scoop. Look at her. She's our main attraction, too, as you can tell.
Thank
Nobody
you.
cares about Dwayne and I when she's on the set.
Definitely not.
Darn it. Lindsay, tell us about what you saw in the locker room. Any differences, any similarities, anything that stood out to you?
I would say last week, after the win over the Saints, post-game especially, it was the vibe. You kind of expected there to be a ton of cheering, jumping, excitement, and it was kind of like, yeah, we won. We expected to win. And I have a feeling that it's going to be like that this week.
Oh, I like it. The expectations, right? It can't be a surprise. Everybody's in the NFL. Everybody getting a paycheck. Can't be a surprise. You expect to win. Nobody goes out there on Sunday thinking they're going to lose. Even me. I lost a ton of games, but I didn't know I was going to lose at the time. So, Lindsay, one more question. Now, Tony Romo, I loved him in his post-game news conference where he basically, jabbed at the fans and the media a little bit about the fans maybe not being the home field advantage that he wanted.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I actually wanted to kind of ask Dwayne that,
Ooh,
what it
there
was
you go.
like actually being on the field.
For us, even when we play at home, we feel like it's a away game sometimes. I feel like I feel like our crowd cheers because they really don't know nobody on defense, so they only cheer for the offense.
Well, you know the Cowboys travel well, and I feel like it's that way everywhere you guys travel. It's loud, so guess we can't be that bad. People want to come see AT&T Stadium, right?
So they had no problem coming up here, and I'm sure there was some transplants up here in Houston too. So Lindsay, tell us what we have going on next.
All right, Tony, coming up next, it's two of your favorite things, food and beer, for our Benny Keith's Beer 101 segment. Stay with us here on The Fame.
We'll be right back with more of The Fame.
Bob Lavelle here for Home Marketing Services. My ex-wife, born and bred right here in Dallas, has taught me a lot about Texas. She's always saying, bless your heart when bad things happen to people. Took me about 12 years to figure it out. Smashed my thumb hammering a nail one day, and there she was. Bless your heart. That's when I realized what it really meant is you dumb. Which brings me to my point. Still renting, making the landlord richer, but would rather own your own home and still haven't called HMS. Well, bless your heart.
The Fame is sponsored by the Webster Law Firm, your personal injury legal advisors.
You are here. Whatever USA, a real town built by Bud Light, is somewhere in this area here. Why the secrecy? Because if we divulge the exact whereabouts, this amazing town would be overrun by a wave of humanity demanding to do this, a whole lot of this, and tons of this for 3 straight days. We can't have that yet. You're probably hearing about Bud Light's Whatever USA right now from people here, and oh, that's a little scary. Find out what's happening at upforwhatever.com.
Your Beer 101 moment brought to you by Ben E. Keith Beverages.
And we're back here on The Fame. Thanks for being with us today. I'm Lindsay Cash. This is Patrick Greener, specialist for Ben E. Keith's Beverages. And it's time for our segment, Beer 101. What are you going to teach me about this Texan beer we have today?
Well, hello, and thanks for having me again. Today we're going to be talking about Ziegenbock. Ziegenbock is a Bock beer, also known as an American-style amber lager. It's brewed in Houston, Texas.
Okay, so it's homegrown.
It's a Texas, we call it a local Texas beer. Originally, this beer was only brewed and available for the people in the state of Texas. But once people started drinking the liquid and tasting how delicious it was, then it expanded. Now it's starting to grow, and it's not everywhere, but outside of Texas, just a little bit.
And what does it really taste like? Give our viewers a taste of the taste.
Well, let's do some pairing here. I'll pour the beer. So as I pour, you're gonna see an amber, maybe a deep reddish or a copper appearance.
I like it.
All right. Up front, you're gonna get a little bit of roasted grains, maybe some chocolate notes in the aroma. And then on your palate, you're gonna get sweetness and a malty with a light hop finish.
Okay, so that goes great with something, a heavy meal like this. What do we even have here?
Pork chops.
And fries, and slaw.
Correct.
It gets harder every week not to eat this.
Delicious. So the caramelized malts and the hop balance that's in the Ziegenbock pairs well with anything, but mainly grilled meats. I mean, it's money all the time. So I chose the pork chop and the Ziegenbock because of that. Cheers.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for being with us. We have much more coming on The Fame. Stay with us.
Your Beer 101 moment was brought to you by Ben E. Keith Beverages.
This is Alex. We saw him holding Bud Light, which means he's up for whatever happens. So we surprised him with a new Buccaneers-themed living room.
Alex, come and check this out.
Hey, man. Cool. You like it?
Yeah!
Alex!
Hey!
What the
Are you #1 Buck fan? I am. I love it. Come with me. Come on, Alex. Look at my backyard. This is crazy. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. I want to fight again. Yeah. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
Welcome back to The Fame, everyone. Thanks for being with us. I am sitting here with the Nugent family. Mr. Warren Nugent here with me, father of Miss Texas USA 2013, Allie Nugent, and you are one proud papa. Tell us a little bit about your claim to fame.
Well, I guess a long time ago, I did Harlequin romance covers. And Allie has started doing them now up in Toronto, and they've wrote an entire line just for her.
Well, how about that? And just talking about your family a moment ago, sounds like you guys need your own reality show. We'll have more with Allie, and I'll send you to Tony for that.
Hey, thank you, Lindsay. Appreciate it. Now, wow, Warren, is there any hookup to where is there a hair necessity? Is there a hairline I need to have to get on the cover? What about Jet Magazine? Can I get on Jet Magazine or something? Well, you guys are very proud parents. Warren and Jamie, thank you. Miss 2013 Texas is in the house, model, actress. We're going to talk to her a little bit. She's got some fascinating things going on. Let's welcome Miss Allie Nugent. Put your hands together. Oh.
Hello, fellas.
Welcome, Miss Allie. How you doing? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for
We
having
can
me.
just brighten up this stage a little bit.
Just a
well-
little bit.
You know that, though. You're used to that, right? You're
Well,
used
I
to the
think it
stage.
has something to do with the neon pink outfit that I'm wearing.
Could
but
be.
hey,
It's October, though. It's October.
it's Breast Cancer
Got a
Awareness
little
Month,
pink
so
on,
I
too.
wanted to wear some pink.
Now, Allie, there's been a lot of fascinating things going on with you over the last, about a year or so.
Yes,
You
year.
got to go work for Donald Trump. Got your
Yep.
real estate license.
Yep.
Dwayne will buy a house from me right now. I'm telling you.
I probably will.
What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah. Things will go.
Last summer I competed at Miss USA and I got 5th place, so I had to represent Texas well, make top 5. And immediately following Miss USA, I got a job offer from Mr. Trump to work for his real estate company in New York City. So I moved up there and I got my real estate license, and I quickly realized how amazing Dallas, Texas is, and I came right back. So
There you go. So what did you miss most about your Dallas, besides your family?
besides my family, sports. I didn't, attend as many sporting events as I normally like to, and also the food. The food is amazing in the South, and that's probably the main thing I miss.
New York
'Cause
got
I
some
can
good
eat.
food, too, though, a little bit.
What?
They got some good food in New York a little bit, too.
They've got amazing food in New York, but it's, not Southern.
Dwayne,
you know?
no? You say no?
No.
No, you don't
But
like
you
it?
Southern, huh? You East Carolinas, you like that down-home Southern Creole, right, or something? What you got going on?
From Atlanta.
Oh, my bad. Oops. Well, people think I'm from East Lansing, too, and I'm from Cali, just because Michigan State was there. My bad, buddy. Now, I know you've done some modeling in Toronto. I hear nothing but great things. Me, personally, haven't been there, but I hear great things about Toronto. What was that like?
Well, my dad and my oldest brother are Canadian, so I've spent I've spent every summer in Toronto since I was born. But this summer I decided to do some modeling up there, and work was really great. But again, there's just no place like Dallas, Texas.
Now, like Lindsay said, food is one of my passions. Toronto got a good food scene, right?
Toronto is amazing,
Yeah.
and there's always something going on there. I will give that city the credit that they deserve because it's an amazing place. Do you have a fan of Toronto here? Yeah? Oh, yeah. It's a great place. I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Now, you've already been part of the show without even knowing, right? Because you're a model for Hawaiiana, one of our sponsors,
Yes.
right?
I
She's in
had
the commercial, so you already been part of the family. What was that like?
It was amazing. I worked with some incredible people, and I had a great day. We were down by the Trinity River, the new area down there, and we worked around the bridge, and it was just a really great time. The clothes are phenomenal, ladies. If you haven't checked them out, you need to. They're great people, and you can never go wrong when you surround yourself with
Yeah,
good
they
people.
get Lindsay all dolled up. She's looking hot today as always, and that's courtesy of Hawaiiana, right?
She
All
looks
right,
great.
now-
Oh, and my necklace is the Hawaiiana.
Ooh. Is that we got some pearls going on
It's
in the building.
beautiful.
Nice.
I love
That's
it.
nice.
That's
Looks
nice.
good on you, girl.
Matches my outfit.
Now, I also hear that you're also a hockey fan. You and your family attend a lot of hockey games,
Yes.
all that good hair in the stands.
Oh,
You
yeah.
See, I'm jealous.
Being Canadian, I guess hockey kind of runs in our blood, so go Stars.
Dwayne, have you turned into a hockey fan at all? Being here in Dallas, you been to any Stars games?
No, not yet. I haven't been to one game yet.
You
I think
can,
that's the only sport I have not attended in Dallas.
there you go. It's in my opinion, I got into hockey when I was at Michigan State. I'm from California, so there wasn't much hockey going on when I was a kid. But I did really appreciate hockey once I got to Michigan State. At what age did you think you were really enjoying hockey, really wanted to watch games? Was that a family thing or just something you enjoyed?
I have 3 older brothers, and they all played hockey growing up, and I actually wanted to be a hockey player. And my parents wouldn't let me, so they let me figure skate. And I fell a couple times, and I decided it wasn't for me because it hurts. So I quit that, and I actually stuck with basketball and soccer the longest.
Ah, you do got some height. How tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Ooh, that's tall for what is the average woman's height? What, 5?
A model's height?
Not
Yeah.
model. Everybody can't model. The average woman's height.
Hey.
You know. I don't
Everyone
know.
can model.
Yeah,
You guys.
do. Tall is good. I like tall. So anything up on the horizon that any of us should know about what you got coming up? Anything exciting?
I'm getting into hosting, actually.
Don't try to take my job.
Yeah, hey, you're the one that said it. I didn't say that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into that. You know, I love meeting new people. I love having any kind of conversation you can imagine. I could talk to a brick wall, so I really enjoy it.
That's a great talent to have.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, people got to talk to me, and I'm like a brick wall a lot of times. So, Allie, thank you for joining us. We're going to kick it back to Lindsay to tell us what we got going on next. Lindsay,
Yeah, I'm
holler at
hanging
us.
out over here with someone who looks really familiar. Were you on Varsity Blues?
I think I was.
Well, we're about to find out. That's next. Stay with us on The Fame.
The Fame. See it, live it.
Welcome back to The Fame, everyone. I'm Lindsay Cash, sitting here at the table with the Creoles. They are with Game Day Sports Tours, and I've got Megan here. So this is really an experience for the ultimate Dallas Cowboys fan, am I right?
That is right.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what all a Game Day Sports Tour would encompass.
Okay, well, it's a full weekend package. We put Cowboy fans want to come in and have an experience where they get to meet players, go to the game, tailgate before. The night before each home game, we do a live show with Drew Pearson. So we've got players that come in, like when we play the Giants on 19th, Jason Witten and Jay Novacek will be there. So you'll get to meet them, get their autograph, talk with them, hang out with them, and experience that.
I love it. So if our fans here at The Fame or watching at home wanted to get tickets to this, how would they do that?
They can either call us at 877-214-7444 or go to GameDaySportsTours.com.
I love it. Thank you so much. Tony, I'm going to send it back to you so we can hear what drives you crazy.
And we have a segment that we like to call, That's Just Rude. So what we like to do is take a topic, a current event, sometimes athletes, sometimes movie stars. Today it's an athlete. I know you like to be politically correct when you're talking about your other guys in the fraternity, but I'm retired, right? I'm not in that fraternity anymore. I can roast cats. So, Adrian Peterson, best running back in the game.
No
Hard
doubt.
to argue that, right? Well,
No
not
doubt.
in the game today because he's not playing.
Right.
But he's in the news again. So Fox News reports that he has taken some of his foundation charity money to pay for some questionable parties, some private parties with some entertainment, I would say. Now, to me, that's just rude. What do you think, Dwayne? Got an opinion?
Yeah, that's just rude. That's flat
That's
out
just rude, right? There's
Yeah,
nothing
that's
more to
flat out
say.
rude.
That's just rude. So
flat
he
out
just keeps compounding problems as much as I love watching him play, not going to comment on his other issues that's kind of deliberating right now through the media. But I want to invite our next guest out. Ron Lester from Varsity Blues is in the building. We're going to talk to him about what he has going on right now. And he's literally not as big in the movies as he used to be. Let's take a look. There he is.
I had to tuck my shirt tail in because you took a photo of me a while ago and I looked fat.
Just in case you were wondering what Billy Bob looked like in Varsity Blues.
You know,
and I'm not judging, but you look like you might have weighed a little more.
Dude, I was 508 pounds,
Blues.
man.
And you were blocking everybody.
I was a small village.
Now,
you know the funny thing about that motorcycle is we were doing that. I was on a charity ride for March of Dimes, and in Atlanta, and it was actually me and Eric Estrada, and that was a full-size Harley, and I broke the frame.
Ooh, you did make it look like a kind of a Tonka motorcycle.
Now you know why women wouldn't let me on top.
But without you being 508 pounds, that role wouldn't have been as memorable, I mean, in my opinion.
Well, I either blocked the guys from their good shots or I stole the film. So I think it's a little bit of both.
Well, I know, with Paul Walker passing, I know John Voight, you worked with some great actors on that show. Tell us a little bit what that experience was like, because you were a young fella then.
Well, the funny thing, I wasn't that young. I was 30. I was 30-something.
Wow, you aged well. I thought they said black don't crack.
I'm 44 now. And so that movie's like, 15 years old now?
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I got 15 major films, 2 hit TV series, numerous shows. I was even on CSI New York. But this was my breakout film.
Yeah.
And it's the one that people remember the most.
And
but yet I can walk around Dallas and none of you even know it's me.
Hey, put that 308 pounds back on.
I'm
on
trying.
top of what you weigh now.
Dude, I'm trying.
Everybody will
trust me.
remember.
It's an investment.
Yeah, that's a lot of rustic burgers.
Dude, I got to tell you something, though. Here's the thing that you got to understand. When you go from being 508 pounds to this, one of the biggest, like when I do stand-up comedy and all that kind of stuff, one of the things that people ask me the most, like, what's one of the biggest things that you've noticed and changes? I found my
There it is.
I went from being hung like a thumb to a Red Bull can. I can give you wings.
I love it. So Ron, like you said, you got a lot on your plate. You've been in a lot of films, been in some hit TV shows. What do you have on your plate next? Anything exciting? I know you want to do a reality show. You got with the car. You got a movie you're trying to promote.
I can't run a red light, that's for sure. You'll know that's my car.
I think they'll notice that one.
I do get good valet, apparently. But no, it's a movie called Race and Legacy, and I wrote it a couple years ago, and I've been trying to figure out the right home for it. And so last year I moved to Dallas permanently, brought my production company here, and I realized there's a lot of Texas talent here that's not being utilized. And I just really felt like, why not try to give them a chance to get to the next level like someone gave me? And but the movie's about a 15-year-old boy who ends up fulfilling his late father's dream of becoming a NASCAR driver. And as of right now, and I'm really honored to say this, on IMDb, we actually have Robert Duvall listed to want to play my father in the film.
Robert Duvall. Nice.
Robert Duvall.
Ooh,
so
great dad.
And if we can get
great
this
movie dad.
If we can get the movie made, I really think it'd be a very influential film because the whole thing is there's 3 steps to get into NASCAR that people don't realize. There's your NASCAR fans, but they don't even know. But the whole thing is, you got to go from bandoleros to legends, which is what my car, all over my car, you'll see legend cars because I'm trying to promote that sport. And then at 18, they're able to race NASCAR. But those little cars, the legend cars, are what I'm racing right now. And at 44, a 13-year-old can be doing 145 miles around the track with me in the same car.
How do you do against those 13-year-olds? You competitive?
I'll take the kid out. Dude, I'm a nice guy, but I'm out to win.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm just like Ricky Bobby or what?
Hell yes. You ain't first. You're second. No, my whole thing is I'm just amazed I can fit in the car.
Now,
Dude, at 508 pounds, if you put 4 wheels next to me, I'd be the same size as the car.
Now, Dwayne,
minus the tailpipe.
Do you drive fast or
Always.
you obey the speed
No,
limit?
I'm a fast drive. I'm a fast driver.
Is that your Murcielago out there in the parking lot?
No, that's not mine.
No?
Nope, not mine.
What ain't mine? You know where my car's at.
You got the best parking seat in the house. Parking place in the house.
That's Tony's car.
By the way, I will tell you this. The reason why Paul Walker's on one side of my car is because in February, I did an interview with TMZ, and I just decided the best way to show tribute to him as a friend was, he really became world famous with the cars and all that kind of stuff. And I just thought, what better way to show tribute to a friend than once I get this movie made, honor him, have it be like in his memory when the movie's made, and then give a portion of the proceeds to his World Outreach Program.
I love it. As opposed to going, can we get a round of applause for that? As opposed to going on Facebook and just talking about it, right? I mean,
well, I did that too.
Oh, you did that too. Well, it's okay when you do that too. Some people just do that only. Now, I'd really like to thank you guys for coming out to the Fame today at the Rustic. If you want to check it out, you want to see yourself on TV, TXA 21, Saturday mornings at 8:30. I promise you we'll get some of y'all in the audience on the TV. We want to thank our sponsors, Webster Law Firm, Hawaiiana, Game Day Sports Tours in the building. If you want to meet Jason Witten, Hands of Peace Massage is out here.
Ooh, I need a massage.
Jay Hilbrin Men's Clothing, who is going to hook me up. Stop having me looking a hot mess. And Ben E. Keith Beverages. He's pouring a beer tonight. He gives us all our beer information. Really appreciate you hanging out with us again. And again, we'll be celebrating a victory next week over the Super Bowl champion Seahawks.
Yes, we will.
To go 5-1, baby.
Yes, we will.
Dwayne, you got a punt return or kickoff return for us next week?
I'm trying to get one.
Hey, man, that's not good enough for me, okay?
Well,
I
okay,
need you to Babe Ruth it right now.
Okay.
Call your shot right now.
I'm getting one next week.
All right, next week, you heard it here.
This is the future. This is the past.
I was the never was.
We are the past, and this is the future now. I don't know if you can let the CR on the hat be.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Rockies, baby. The Rockies just trying to match his yours. He didn't even know it was a Rockies.
That's why he needs to go get him a TCU hat. They just
Let's take a look.